Welcome everyone in this Learn Full Stack MERN website development under 8 months program. So actually we already have done with the first week and you have completed the HTML module almost. And in the next week we will be starting with the CSS module. And yeah, so today there are a couple of points about which we will be talking in this meet. So let's start with it. So first of all, about me, actually, a few more people. I think that 20 plus people joined in a community after our first meet. So if you don't know about me, my name is 𝐚𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫𝐦𝐢𝐧𝐠, and currently I am studying at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Nagpur, Triple IT Nagpur. And actually, this is the screenshot of my LinkedIn profile. So if you are interested, you can just hop into my LinkedIn profile. I will share the link later. So that's what it is. Then moving ahead, so actually I've started this community DevCrusade. So if you guys know, the meaning of crusade according to Cambridge Dictionary is a long and determined attempt to achieve something that you believe in strongly, right? So here in this program, you are determined to achieve the feat of becoming a full stack developer, right? So we will be starting a couple of other programs like DSA and blockchain, data science, and other stuff. So if you guys are also interested in those programs, you can even join that one. And in this particular program, we will be going to learn about full stack development, right? So this is the LinkedIn page of our community. You can even go there and follow the page. I will provide the link in the like WhatsApp group and all, right? So now we will be starting with our main section. So if everything is clear, if the screen is clearly visible and voice is audible, give a thumbs up. All right. So actually, I in the last meet I told you about the GitHub which we are going to use. So let's take a look at it quickly. So this is GitHub URL. So in GitHub, we use GitHub for nothing but version control, and this terminology you will know like have a deep meaning about it later. So for now, you can just like think of it as something where we keep our source code so that others can also access that, right? So here we are using a readme file, and yes, of course we are also going to see git and github in this particular program, so you will know in deep about this later. So actually what I did is I curated all the like free stuff on YouTube in particular roadmap, and I have like made this readme file where you can find all the HTML, CSS, and other learning modules up to the end, that is final project. This is total MERN stack project. So the amount of time which this content is taking is nothing but 60 hours. So actually we like we think that 60 hours is not that much, but when we are personally doing everything, we are parallelly coding with them, and those guys in YouTube videos are telling about like giving us projects, and also it takes a lot of time. So this completing these all modules, I think these are 15 videos, 15 plus videos, because I have not added personal projects like the time for that in this 60 hours. So this will take you almost a minimum of 4 to 5 months if you are doing it 2 to 3 hours per day, or even I think 130 to 2 hours. So that's what it is. Then I had already explained you the like path in which we are going, in which we will be going in our last meet. So yeah, if new joinees, if you are not aware about what has happened till now, you can watch that video in my like YouTube. I have uploaded that in YouTube, right? So I will share the link. So actually, this is the first one is HTML, second one is CSS, and likewise it goes on. And these are all the videos in English language, so there is no worries of any language barrier, right? So you can see I have also added time, means amount of time the video will take and all that. So I will share you the link and you can access this. But of course, this is not just we are going to do in this community. If you like, you guys already know now that how we are going to proceed in this. I will give you deadlines Like if I'm sharing first video of HTML, then I will tell you that you have to complete first hour of this HTML video in 2 days, right? And likewise, I will give you a track, I will give you a roadmap, and after every every day, like in 2 days, I will you guys have to update with me, keep updated with me, right? So that's what we are going to do, and I will share this link. So yes, I will do one more thing also. I will like post this link in chat box. This is actually my YouTube profile link, and what I want you guys to do is just go in my YouTube profile, and you have to like subscribe the channel, right? Because I'm going to upload a good amount of videos and other stuff in there. So I hope you can do that, and I will be waiting for you guys for a couple of minutes so that you can complete that. All right, so I'm waiting. You can go in the chat box and just subscribe to the channel. I've already uploaded the first meet recording, so you can even access that. So if you are done with it, give a thumbs up, or you can write something in the chat box. All right, so I think only two people are done with it, so I will wait half a minute more. You can just give a thumbs up or type something in the chat box. All right, nice, nice, nice. Good. So I have also provided the GitHub link actually. So a couple of people joined just now. So I will just paste this again. So those of you who have joined now, you guys can go in my YouTube profile and can subscribe the channel, right? So we are already 20 plus subscribers, starting from I think uh, five I had already, but after our last meet, those increased for sure, right? So I think that we can go ahead in our meet. So yeah, so this is again touch typing thing. You can go in the last video and see what I shared about this. I won't repeat this thing again. So yeah, so this is front end engineer internship opportunities. So like you guys are currently taking the knowledge of front end, and after you successfully complete your HTML, CSS, and other like libraries like a framework like Bootstrap or JavaScript, you can go for any internship opportunities. So these are a couple of spots you can look for in LinkedIn. That is Sparks Foundation, Let's Grow More, Oasis Infobyte, and Taxon. So these four, like you can take a screenshot of this, or even refer the YouTube video later, and in the LinkedIn you can type these names, and you will definitely get the internship through that. And what they will do is they will provide you tasks, they will give you tasks, and you have to complete those in like time bound manner, right? So once you have complete knowledge of front end, you can go with this, and after the knowledge of whole backend, we will see the internship opportunities in later parts. So I will also be sharing this along the way after we complete the modules of Bootstrap or JavaScript. Once you are totally like settled and well known, like you will have complete knowledge of front end, then we will go with this in a deeper way, right? But if you are already interested, you can just type these names in LinkedIn. So moving ahead, yeah, so there are a couple of important points which I have to talk with you. So first one is LinkedIn and GitHub account. So of course, there is one task for you guys, that when we will have our weekly meet in the next week, you have to come, and like 100% of you guys should be having a LinkedIn account. So if anyone of you has not made a LinkedIn account yet, they can make one, and you guys have to watch a couple of YouTube videos that how you have to optimize that LinkedIn account, means having a good profile picture or having a good banner and all. So you guys have to look into that, how you have to share your experience in the LinkedIn, and how you have to share your certificates and whatever you are doing currently till now. And for a reference, you can even refer my LinkedIn account, means it's not that much good, but I think that it will be fine. I have over 1000 followers over LinkedIn, right? So you can do that. I will share my LinkedIn link later, and GitHub. So you guys can just go in YouTube and search for what is GitHub or whatever basic information about GitHub you can get, and you have to create an account in GitHub, right? So these two things you have to do: creating an account of LinkedIn and also of GitHub, right? So second one is, what should I do if I already know basics of web dev? Yeah, so a couple of people messaged me that they already know the basics like HTML and CSS. So I will tell you guys that you don't need to follow this course currently. You can skip those modules because doing it repetitively it is not like good time management and all. So you can just skip it for now. But when we start with React.js or what or whichever module you are not aware about, you can continue this course from that time, right? But of course, you have to attend this weekly meets because I'm going to share like an amazing stuff or a lot of amazing stuff with you guys, right? So third one is added point in this meet, that is Chat GPT. So if you guys don't know about it, I will be telling you about that in short, in very, very short. So if you are still with me, give me a thumbs up and then we will move ahead. Right, nice. So if you guys know about Chat GPT, it is nothing but an AI program, we can say, or AI model in which we can actually chat. So it's just like Google Voice Assistant, but it's a little bit different because we can uh, talk with that or interact with that model in chat forms, right? So I will just explain you guys that how it actually works. So let me open. Okay, so I think that I will need to open Firefox. Yeah, so this is the LinkedIn page. I will share the link later. We are already up 42 followers, right? So this is ChatGPT. You will have to log in with your Google account. So this is what I was doing previously. So here you can just type like stuff, whatever you want to know about. So if you want to know roadmap to become a software engineer, so you can just type and it will give a complete roadmap. Okay, so this is just a basic stuff, but how you guys actually have to use this, I will give you an example with like a good example. Okay, so this is a React web app which I made like a little bit time. I think 2 months ago. So there is a lot of stuff. So if you guys like, if you guys are going to be full stack web developers, right? So you will be given a lot of code and all, and you have to analyze that code. Means whatever internship you are working or whatever your job you are working in. So they will give you. It might happen that they will give you a half built code, and you have to understand that code and improve it further, add some features further, right? So it might happen that you guys are not understanding a particular part of that code. For example, if you guys this function sign in API, so this, so from the name you can understand, but what exactly is happening there? We are using auth and then we are using provider, and also these small stuff if you guys are not understanding. And this is not just in case of full stack, you can even do this in case of you are programming, if you are doing that in Java or C or Python or whatever it may be, right? So we can just type in chat GPT that what does this do, and open quote and close quote, right? So it will analyze that particular code and it will give you the explanation, right? Yes, so this is JavaScript function named sign-in API that exports a function, blah blah blah. So this is what it does, and it's not, you just can't like use this for knowing what does function does. You can even generate text. For example, if you have to give a speech or you have to make a presentation, you can just type there, make a presentation on, you can say HTML or CSS or whatever it may be. Right, so this is something a good option, and you can explore various ways how you have to how you have to use ChatGPT. And we have like various posts in LinkedIn which give us various examples that how we have to use it. Right, so here you can see it has given me complete detailed explanation about what that particular function is doing. Right, so this is one way of using ChatGPT, which actually I discovered today itself when I was working on one Node.js like thing, right? So this is what it is. Then I think that we are pretty much done. Yes, we are done. And yeah, right. So I would like to know or have something in the chat box that how you guys are feeling about this course, or I think that most of you guys have not yet started learning modules because HTML is extremely basic with which we have started, and many of you guys have already done HTML, right? So that's the thing. But once we start with like deeper front end like Bootstrap, which is a framework for styling web pages, or even React.js, and or it might happen that you already know React.js. So when we will start with backend, that is Node.js and Express.js and all, so you guys will have a pretty good experience of learning new things, right? So that's what it is. So I'm pretty much done telling you guys about this thing. So this was just a short meet, and the reason for taking this short meet is because I want you guys to be connected with this program, because this is not just the basics of front end or whatever it may be. This is like we are going to be in depth about full stack, right? So if you guys just attend the weekly meets, you guys are going to have a pretty good knowledge with it.